יחי אדוננו מורנו ורבנו מלך המשיח נאבד. This is one of the most fantastic stories that we ever heard. It happened in London about 1.5 years before Corona. The end of the story is that the Rebbe, King Moshiach, the Rebbe Shlita from Lubavitch, he said to a lady that was like half not around here. I mean, she had, like surgeries, and between the surgeries, she sort of left planet Earth, and then she came back. And the Rebbe told her that the world is going to go through crazy things. In Hebrew, it's called matzav shel tohu vavohu, like sort of like chaos, and because redemption is coming. That was 1.5 years before Corona, and we have a pamphlet in Israel. It's given in shuls before Shabbos. It's called Sichat HaGeula, like the talk of Geula, and of the talk of redemption. And it was printed in this pamphlet, and I myself was giving it in shuls here in Israel. So the story was like that. The Rebbe told her that the world is going to pass through something like that, and he mentioned, which was all of this was mentioned in the newspaper, yeah. Like he mentioned China, and he mentioned North Korea, and he said that he didn't say exactly what will happen, but after 1.5 years there was the Corona time. And then he said also to this lady that she has to publicize what she saw in the sky, sort of like. And then he said to her that she has to tell it to everybody, and also that he asked her to tell us that every Jew in the world should know Shema Yisrael, to say Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem K'vod Mechotam Amen. So he said that everybody will know that. And now I'll tell the story in short because I already said many parts of it. So it was in London, and it was in the date Gimel Elul. That means almost like 1 month before Rosh Hashanah. And as I said, 1.5 years before Corona. And it was Tafshin Ayin Zayin, and it was printed in Tafshin Ayin Chet. Okay, before Sukkot. In the pamphlet that is in the Shabbos before Erev Shabbat, before Sukkot. Okay, in Tafshin Ayin Chet. So she didn't feel well, and there was an ambulance to the hospital, and she almost in the ambulance. They had to make her alive again. And then she was 3 days in London in a hospital, and many surgeries. And during the surgeries, she saw herself like looking from the sky of this surgery room, and looking how they try to save her and things. And then she went to the sky, and she met her parents, very happy to meet her. And then when she was there was a big tzaddik, with big white robe, calling her to a room, and she sees many tzaddikim sitting around the table, white clothing, white robes, and Rebbe from Lubavitch, King Moshiach, sits like in the respected place there, and in the front of the shulchan of the table, and he called her, and he talks to her in English, and the Rebbe explains her all these things that I said, that the world is going to. And he tells her that she has to make publicity to this because she comes back to the planet Earth. She's not staying there, sort of. And he said the world is going to pass through chaos because redemption is coming. And he said, I'm coming myself. And he said, David Melech Israel Chai V'Kayam. And he said that I myself, I'm alive and strong. And in Hebrew is Ani Chai V'Kayam, yeah. And that I'll come, he said, I'll come myself, Ani Yagia B'atzmi, and all this is printed. And then he mentioned that I said about, he didn't say what will happen, but he mentioned like crazy things, but he mentioned China and North Korea. Again, as I said, all this was printed there. And then, okay, she came back to planet Earth, and then she came to her body. So sort of she became alive. What's that? She was lying on a bed after all those surgeries, and her husband was sitting near her in the hospital, and she was almost with no pulse, very, very low pulse, and things were not looking very, she was not exactly with us, even though she was alive. And then in one instant, sort of, she was sitting on the bed asking to take all the tubes out of her body, I don't know, oxygen again, all those things. And in one instant, she was smiling and she's starting to talk. And of course, the doctors, nurses, everybody came. They never saw such a thing. And then she started to tell all what she saw in the sky, sort of. So this was printed in this newspaper. And as I said, we gave it around in Jerusalem and in all the country, thousands of pamphlets, many thousands. And Baruch Hashem, so redemption is coming, and we all have to be stronger in keeping Judaism and telling every Jew that he should know to say Shema Israel. You say it in the morning, Kriyat Shema, Shema Israel, and then you say it before you go to bed. You go to sleep in the night. And we try to help everybody to make many mitzvahs, to give charity, to be good, to be a good Jew, and to tell this story to everybody. And one important thing is to send it in, all kinds of telephones and all kinds of internet and things, to make big publicity to this. So we wish you everybody, we wish you all a very good year, happy year, and Ktiva v'chatima tova. That means, that we should be written in the book of life, and good life, and happy life, and Jewish life. And also we should try to tell all the people in the world that if they are not Jewish, that they have to keep the 7 commandments of the sons of Noah, and to do good things, to give charity, and so forth. So l'chaim, l'chaim, l'chaim b'nevroche, we bless you all with fantastic year, with good year, and good life, and happy life, and healthy life. So everybody, bye-bye, all the best to you. We wish you all the best, and see you in Beit HaMikdash right now. יחי אדוננו, מורנו ורבנו, מלך המשיח, לעולם ועד.